Hey! Welcome to me inn. Ha ha! It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour ya an ale over the stories, fables, and tales about the swords, sickles, and spells in the depths of the swells. So take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Carriage Rest Tales. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Mike, and to my right we have...
Oh, hey, that's me. Hey guys, it's Sam. I play Woods, Elven Ranger. Last time, Woods is super shaken. She does not like the current view. She's standing there in front of a large gaping rift. There's a lot of people fighting Genoa. People are attacking them. They're trying to look for them. They said, don't let them get to the medical tent where she knows Dr. Vanessa is. So after fighting some things, and they ended up fleeing and jumping off of a cliff into a river.
Hey, this is Nick. I will be playing Vasto, the half-orc barbarian. Last episode was very combat-ly.
Heavy?
Combat heavy, yeah.
Combat-ly. I like that.
Combat-ly.
Yeah,
it's an adverb, right?
Yeah.
I will point out that Vaso kept Woods from attacking the order member, like with an arrow, and said, he jumped in front and tackled him because, he didn't want Woods to, kill an order member to bring more heat.
Have another felony on her. Okay.
So,
thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
During that, I didn't know that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, you always have the strategy.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ryan. I'll be playing Kincaid. Last episode, after our battle, some punk Order of Light kid called me a shadow and proceeded to knock me out while I was trying to help him. And thanks to Woods, Kincaid got revitalized and picked up a deck of cards that the punk kid dropped, and then went and dropped himself in the river.
So, we are going to pick up right where we left off. You guys jumped into a river as the current swiftly started pulling you to the southwest. And I need everybody to make a strength saving throw to start with.
12.
14.
12 as well.
So you guys are all doing a pretty good job fighting the current and staying off of like the rocks and stuff that are in there. I'm going to make you roll 2 more though to see if anybody's going to smash into any rocks. Kincaid, you can have advantage on these.
I was about to say, I'm like a water person.
Yep, I forgot. You can have advantage on these ones.
Dirty 20.
16.
21.
Then what was your second roll? Because you had 2 rolls. 2 straight checks.
I thought 2 in total after the one we just did. So 16.
What'd you do?
20.
20. Okay, so you guys
Natural
both saved.
cat.
At a 9 and a 4.
All right, go ahead and roll 2 Constitution saving throws.
19 and a 14.
All right, so you're going to take, let's say, 2d8 of damage as you bash into these rocks, but you didn't fall unconscious, so that is good. So Woods is taking some damage as she is trying to fight the current, but still ends up hitting into a couple of the rocks. As it's just a pretty swift current that's pulling you. So you guys are in this water for, let's say, an hour. That's not that long a time, but it's also a really long time to be fighting a current.
Yeah.
Are we going to have exhaustion when we get out?
You are.
Oh, look at
Why
that.
are you trying to give him ideas?
I'm not. First of all,
Come
we
on
all
now.
knew what was happening. Let me just pull out my exhaustion card. I feel like when you
do
gave
I
us
have
these
exhaustion?
cards.
I live in the water.
I'll let you roll a...
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. You are literally, anything you should be revitalized because you haven't been in the
I
water
should
for a
gain
while.
hit points.
No.
You should
from
have
this.
been back.
I should gain a level from being in the water so
I'll
long.
let you roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you gain exhaustion or not.
With advantage.
Sure, with advantage because it's in the water.
In the water. Under the sea.
Under the
see.
sea.
14.
All right, yeah, I'll say that you didn't gain a
Oh,
level.
plus 5.
Yeah, 19.
I'm real
Constituous?
constitutious.
Real constant.
Constitutious says.
To quote Contucius.
I can take some hits.
How many levels of exhaustion?
Just one.
That I thought you were going to make us roll again. We've been playing for 46 seconds. I've made 15 rolls.
It's D&D.
I jump out of the water feeling great. Yes!
Spring out like a
Like a dolphin.
I'm going to say that Woods comes out with just leeches all attached to her.
Oh, why?
She just has all these bugs on her all the time.
What is level 1 exhaustion?
Disadvantage on ability checks.
It's just not that dire.
No. But I feel dire. Tired, I'm cranky.
The current finally kind of subsides a little bit to where it spreads out into like a wider river, so it slows down and you're able to pull yourself up on shore. You guys are pretty tired. Kincaid's playing with some fish that he found or something. And that's where you guys are at. You were in the water for about an hour, but a pretty swift current, so we'll say you're probably about 3 hours away from the location that you were at.
Can I do a quick perception?
Yes, you can.
I would like to know if I feel like we were followed.
Currently, we are not.
I got a 1, so.
I see what you did there.
You are
Thanks,
pretty.
Nick.
You also had to roll disadvantage, but you.
I got a 1 again. I literally just rolled 2 1s in a row.
You are trying to watch the river, but you're also really tired, so I'm going to say you pass out.
So I'm gonna see that she passes out. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll take a look around.
Okay. You have disadvantage also on yours. Ability checks.
Where did I do perception?
He's snuggling with me.
14.
14, yeah. You watch the river. People aren't coming down the river after you guys.
Okay. No Denoa nearby.
No one nearby. You kind of sense that you are back kind of in the forest. It's not like the thick jungle like before, but you're definitely next to like a nice river at this point. It would make a great campground
Yeah.
if that's what you're looking to do.
let's-
Yeah, I was just thinking,
I was gonna
let's-
say short rest.
Let's get Woods.
I've already started my short rest.
Let's get Woods away from the riverbank,
Yeah.
and I'll take some of these fish I was playing with, and I'll cook them up.
Okay, sounds good.
We're set up camp and
Dry off,
get
air all
her
your
healed.
packs out, all that fun stuff.
Then after we eat, I want to look at the deck of cards.
Okay. So go ahead and I guess while we're doing this, you can roll hit dice if you want to recover
yeah.
some of your hit points, and then you get half of your spell points and then half of your spell slots back.
Everyone's getting half spell slots back.
Yes.
Do I get my rage back?
I think we said half your level in rages,
Oh.
which you only just used.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you get, how many do you normally have? 4?
Yeah.
So you get 2 rages back.
You're rich. Okay. And then hit dice. What are those? 1D. Is it by person or?
Yeah, it's by
Yeah, I
your
think you're a
class.
12.
I think barbarians are a D12, I think.
Yeah, I'm a 10, and I've already used 3, so I only have 3 left.
think
and
wizards
I'm
are
gonna take them
D8.
all.
8, yeah.
And we add our constitution back to it.
Yes.
I
it
need to
is.
work on that when we level up next time because I have a 0 in con.
Yeah. When was the last time we leveled up?
Michael will tell you we level up all the time. You
like it's
just
been-
leveled up.
I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah, since we started the
It's been
season.
22 episodes so far.
What?
It's coming, don't worry.
What at the end of the season?
Maybe.
Oh golly, that's just not
Spoiler
exciting for the
alert.
listeners. I need a D10, and they're so difficult. I'm gonna make a loud noise for a second. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I am out of hit dice officially.
When do you get his dice back? Long rest?
Long rest. We really need to. So I feel like Woods is sitting there and just really finished bandaging herself up and like surveying her body, and she's just like looking at like the ingredients for her spells, and she's like, guys, we just at some point we gotta find it. We need some time off. We gotta find it in our schedule somewhere to just hang out for a while.
Guess I'm not sure where that would be, though. There's Denoa everywhere. Well, Captain Brandon's Island. If we ever get back there, probably a good place.
She just like looks around. Can we just stay here for a week? You guys just want to like really hang out? I'm
With
done.
Denoa around and the Order around, this may not be the safest place.
What is
Maybe we should go back to Domperton and then hang out there for a week.
yeah,
Back towards the Order and the big dome rift.
Yeah, clearly this place is bad news.
I mean, the last time we were safe was we were on the island with Captain Brandon.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
On his island, or on a boat. On a boat, can we do a long rest on a boat?
Technically, yeah, if you're moving around and just helping him with his merchant stuff and you're not fighting pirates or
We can
anything
find
like
that cruise ship.
What?
Lady Catherine.
Oh yeah, Lady Catherine. Yeah, that was the best. With Nomus's dad.
Oh
Yeah, no Mrs. Dad.
No, because I feel like Nomus's dad might be contacting the Order with all the information that we gave him.
They could be anywhere in the world right now.
Yeah, and it was a year and a half ago, right?
You guys got a great plan.
What
Yep,
is it?
totally great.
All right. So what is our plan? I guess.
Well, isn't our mission right now to find your friend, Nomus?
Oh, yeah.
That whole thing.
Let's get the map out.
Yeah, she digs through her bag of holding and pulls out the map of the...
You have the world map on you. I think Vaso still has the tapestry on him.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was in my bag.
Let's take a look at the map and let's figure out is there like a nearby harbor or port or something like that where we can possibly catch a boat back to somewhere close to Black Bay Harbor, because
Black Bay Harbor.
obviously that's where our buddy Nomus is.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's the only logical place to go. What do you think?
I don't know what I'm thinking.
It's either that or meet up with your girlfriend,
The elves.
the elves, back in the cave.
We could
I mean,
go.
that would be a place we could take a long rest-ish, I guess.
Woods and Vaso, go ahead and roll survival checks.
As Kincaid's just gnawing on some fish over here.
Yeah, you just wouldn't have context for what they're doing a roll for.
And we still have disadvantage,
You
right?
still have disadvantage. You did a short rest, right?
Yeah.
You would have gotten 1 level of exhaustion back on a short rest.
I'm just going to roll 6 times.
18.
18,
14.
14. So you guys both, as you start looking at the world map, you see like, okay, we're in Karhang, you see the river, and then you kind of follow the river down, and then you kind of start putting 2 and 2 together that Woods, you realize that this is the same river that if we were to ride on the river for about another 2 days, you would end up right by your homestead. And then Vaso, you know that if you were to just walk from this spot, maybe a little bit more south, it would take you about 3 days and you'd get back to Amberton. I don't remember Woods' hometown name. Sorry.
She?
What was order presence like back in Amberton? Were there a lot of order people there? Or?
Amberton had a smaller order presence, really similar to the gnome capital.
Oh, where we had that race and where Graham lives.
Oh my gosh, where am I from?
I don't know.
You just forgot it. They just threw you out.
At least you have a home. Is your farm safe?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not sure how my dad would react if I showed up.
Why?
Because I don't know. He was against me going to the order, but I just don't know how he's going to react.
Go ahead and roll a history check with advantage because it has to do with your family.
Well, you don't have to tell me you're in the order, do you?
We're not in the
We're in the order?
History check, 19.
Yeah, you would remember that your father was more like against the order, which was surprising to you when you had found out later that he was in the order at one point.
Oh,
Maybe we'll get some
answers.
insights.
Yeah.
So
I think we need to go to my dad's place.
uncharacteristically, Woods is going to be like, yeah, I think you have your dad. I didn't know your dad was in the order.
Yeah, he was, but he not anymore. He's against it now.
No, I mean, I think we're all against it. So I feel like if we go and
Yeah.
pick his brain, I think that's a really, yeah, let's do that. Let's go there.
Yeah.
So we're going more due south and southwest at this point.
Yeah, you're basically going south-southwest. So you're still kind of going a little bit towards Black Bay Harbor, but you're going to be going more south.
Well, do we want to finish camp here for the night and then head out in the morning? Or just go ahead and go?
Yeah.
I got some fish.
You were asking about the playing cards you're looking at.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at the playing cards.
All right, so when you're looking at the playing cards, you notice that they're just like a normal deck of cards, but each of the faces are a different person that is wanted by the order.
Oh.
And as you're looking through them, you see that Woods' face is on there as the Queen of Spades. And it has
Good job.
Thanks.
And underneath it, it has a little note that says spy/assassin with like a question mark.
Because they thought you killed Nomus.
Correct.
Do I recognize anyone else? Is Vaso in there?
Yes, you recognize Vaso's in there. He's going to be, let's say, the 6 of hearts.
Man,
Does this matter?
What a crappy card.
I know, right?
It would matter in the sense that the higher the value tends to be the more wanted. Like the other ones that are up on that king queen level you're seeing are like assassins or captains of the shadows, stuff like that.
What's
What's listed for Vasa?
Yeah, what's he wanted for?
It just says deserter.
Anyone else?
Ironically, as you're looking through them, you see Kincaid yourself. You're about.
How do they know about me?
You are the 10 of diamonds, we'll say.
You're a 10?
Mm-hmm.
Vasso's only a 6?
What what am I wanted for?
It says suspected shadow.
Okay,
What is a shadow?
That punk kid called me a
We
shadow.
I feel like we all say this in actual unison also. Are we all looking at the cards with him?
I don't know. It's up to you. Kincaid had
sharing?
him, so
I think after I saw you all, yeah.
Can I shuffle through?
yeah, you can shuffle through them.
Do I see anyone else like Bonnie or our turtle friend or anyone else? Quentin,
You'd
That
see
Kincaid randomly said for
for fun.
that he didn't know.
You'd see Bonnie on there, also around the rank of 6 with the deserter tag on it. And I'm trying to think of anybody else you guys
I'm
would
looking
have
for
seen.
like Damien or Dr. Grave, just anyone, Amelia, anyone that I know from the order.
You don't notice anybody on those. You do see that there is I guess it would be the Joker, but not the Joker, but that extra card that comes in cards with like,
Yeah, the Joker.
well, not the Joker, but there's always an extra card that has like how to play
The
poker
rules
or
or
stuff
something.
like
okay,
that.
yeah.
On that one, it has a card that says Order of Light Procedure for Shadows. And
I'm definitely reading this.
Yep.
Okay.
The first thing it says is anybody displaying signs of magic must be detained. If they begin to show signs of disillusion, they should be executed.
Oh.
So this is new, right? Like
A shadow.
this magic thing. Like magic wasn't.
So magic, so
I
we
mean,
have magic. Like the order members, that's what makes you like, they call it the gift of light. And that is what you would call magic, is the light. So everyone who has this magic, this light, is recruited to be an order member. So everyone in the order has this. And if you have it and you're a civilian, you're strongly supported and like asked to come to the order.
Okay. Because I remember y'all being really shocked that the elves
Had
had
it.
magic too.
We were
Yeah.
shocked that you had it.
Well, you shouldn't be.
And then the last one says if there's no sign of disillusion, they should be sent to Black Bay Harbor.
Is disillusion where they like phase out?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the dusting.
So if dissolution killed them,
Yep. If they show signs of dissolution, they should be executed.
wow.
what was the first one again? If they have magic, they are.
If they display any sorts of magic, they should be detained. So if they observe you casting magic, using magic, they're going to detain you. And then you're putting it together that they're going to hold you. And if you start showing signs of disillusion, they're going to execute you. Otherwise, they're going to ship you to Black Bay Harbor.
Man, ever
So
since
that-
I started hanging out with you all, I had a nice life on the water, killing pirates,
Yeah.
being with
Welcome.
Captain Brandon. Now I'm wanted by the order
I mean, there's
at a higher rate than you,
50,
Basso. What
52
the heck?
other people wanted by the order.
Are there any
I-
other shadows listed on here?
Yeah, there's a lot of shadows. You don't recognize any of them. You're the only one that is a Triton, but other shadows would be the other races that you're used to seeing in Ivana. So elves, dwarves, gnomes, tabaxi.
Are we the only three normal-ish people? Like, do we look at everyone else and go, yeah, they're a criminal?
Nope. It looks pretty all normal.
Okay.
Is Nomus on these deck of cards?
Ooh, good answer. Good question.
Nomus is
Jeopardy.
not.
What is Nomus?
Nomus is not on the deck of cards.
Of course not, because they're going to say he's dead.
You just said
They're-
Tabaxi, so I didn't know.
Yep.
Any Tabaxi that looks like the evil Nomus?
Nope. And you guys would know what it looks like because you've seen the tapestry.
The
You're
tapestry.
like, yeah, I don't see this person in there. But that person looks evil. You're like, eyes not on this cards though.
All right. So we're going to go to Amberton.
Yeah, we're gonna rest tonight.
We're going to go, can we just like hang out at your dad's for a week? I need a week.
Let's see how it goes. When I left, it wasn't very good.
Yeah, but now you're going to tell him he's right. And you're going to come back, right? And be like, hey, you were right.
Just remember that order thing?
Remember?
You were right.
Yeah,
You were right. Like we're going to go in and not be combative.
sure. Let's do it.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. It's your dad.
What's your dad's name?
I think we named him. Oh, jeez. We
I
named
don't- I
him. We
can't
named him
remember.
something though. I think it was Clyde. Wait, I should be able to have it in my notes, maybe. Yeah, your dad's
Okay.
name was Clyde.
Clyde.
Okay. So, you know what, Vaso? I don't know your surname. Do you have one or are you just Vaso?
I'm just Vaso.
And so your dad's just Clyde?
Clyde Stern.
Stern.
Mm-hmm.
Your last name's Stern.
Yes.
Vaso Stern.
Vaso Stern.
Your other uncle's Howard. All right. To the Stern farm.
Stern Ranch.
All right, so we're off to Stern Ranch. It's about a 3-day walk, so we all know what that means. We need
Random encounter.
3 random encounters. Since it's 3 days, there's going to be 3 of you, so you can each take one.
I'll go first. What is it?
What is it?
A 20, a
12 and a 4.
Here it is.
That's
All
a
right.
4.
Go
All right,
ahead.
I'm rolling.
Roll your 20.
All
We'll just do it one at a time.
right. 9,
9. Scenic.
11,
Partial. Create an ally.
4.
Dusk.
All right.
Always at dusk.
So scenic, partial, create an ally at dusk.
We need an ally. We're walking through like a forest.
Yep, you're in the forest. It's starting to get a little bit more mountainy, as you are going to be crossing some mountains to get to Amberton.
Can we come upon centaurs, or would that be weird?
Nope, that's not weird.
I
Yeah,
feel
someone to show us the best way to get down the mountain.
Yeah, I feel like we'd be walking and maybe at first, like, we're at first kind of stealthing along, but then realize it's just us. So we're just like kind of joking and gallivanting and, really making fun of Vaso because he just told us his last name is Stern. And he is kind of a stern guy, so it just like all feels like it makes sense. But we hear some like rustling in like the path above us, and we all get really tense and draw our weapons out. And next thing you know, there's a couple of centaurs that come out, and they're like kind of hind legs up. It's like really, really tense. But then we kind of just like stand off for a minute, and then we lower our weapons, they lower theirs. We kind of realize that we're just kind of passerbys, and I guess just make some friends.
Yep.
What are their names? Can we name the centaurs?
Certainly.
Clyde.
I don't know why I want to go Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
You will
Snape
know
and Albus.
Snape
Snape
and Albus.
I don't know. You said Harry Potter.
So you run into Snape and Albus. They are some centaurs, and they are currently on the road to Findra, which is the gnome capital. Mm-hmm. And they are bringing them a whole case of beers. If you guys remember from the notes from forever ago, the centaurs are known for their hops, malts, and grains.
Oh, I love it.
So they are currently taking and getting Findra ready for their celebrations.
Yeah, so I guess we'd probably start chatting about that whole festival, and I'm going to start asking about all the... You know what? So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, God, and I like just look at Voss, I'm like, why is that whole day just like a blank to me? Like, I know we were there. We were at that color festival, and where, what? Like, I don't even know what I was doing.
Yeah, you're eating all the food.
No.
Yeah.
And she just has these like sudden, like completely blank memory. Because that's the memory that she lost in that horrible funnel.
Yep.
Or horrible dungeon we were in.
That dream, yep.
You were busy stuffing your face with food.
I mean, that sounds like me.
Yeah.
Nomus was plummeting to his death, and you
Can we barter with our friends?
you can barter with the friends.
For
What are you looking
some-
for?
I don't know. I think we just strike up some conversation and maybe trade some beef leather for some, maybe like an ale or two or something.
Yeah, they have a small, like, what do they call it, a cask?
Cask or flask?
Wineskin.
Wineskin.
I'm going to say they have more, though, because they are known for their booze, so I imagine they drink a lot
Yeah.
also. So they have a personal cask on them that they'd be happy to give you guys a couple of pitchers in exchange for, I guess, beef leather.
I also don't think you know your alcohol volume containers because we went from a wineskin to a pitcher or a flask to a pitcher.
Well, they would give you wine, but they're not going to give you their full supply.
I don't just think a pitcher is bigger than a flask.
I'm picturing like a cask, like a
Small barrel.
small barrel.
Oh, I thought you said flask.
No, cask.
Like the St. Bernards wear around
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to?
Sure. Why not?
Now you go for a beer.
Yeah,
Yep.
we just hang out. We just make some friends. Maybe like plan on catching up with them at some point in Findra years in the future.
Sounds good. Yeah, they'll let you know that you learn from that the Rainbow Drop race is about 4 months out. I think that works for the timeline. So they're starting to stock up for the large celebration.
Cool.
I think I would ask them anything we need to be aware of, like ahead of us going to
Amberton.
Amberton.
Amberton? Oh, Amberton's doing pretty good. It's a little little chaotic since Trin fell, but it's not too bad.
Since what?
Trin fell. You remember the second Great Rift that happened like last year? Don't
Oh
you
yeah.
guys remember that?
Trin.
Yeah. Oh God. You know what? It so intense. We just blacked it out.
Yeah, I get that. It's been a little bit more intense in this world since then, but the Order of Light seems to be holding on. So thank our lucky Order for helping us and continue to help us.
Do we walk away?
I don't know. It's up to you. You're talking to them. They're enjoying
What'd they
your
call
company.
it? The second.
The second Great Rift. You guys would know that Trin is the Tabaxi capital.
So that happened in Amberton? Sorry, I'm blanking.
Trin is the next city over from Amberton.
Okay.
So they would inform you that Amberton's gotten a little bit more hectic just because they're more nervous because now there's a rift kind of close to them. That's a big rift.
So, Elvis, yeah, I guess like the Order has been so great, right? Like, is there a lot in Amberton? Because generally there wasn't a big Order of Light presence there. Has it increased?
Well, I mean, Order of Light's kind of increased everywhere since Trin fell, since, we're all feeling a little bit less safe, so they've kind of beefed up their numbers a little bit. But no, I think Amberton at this point's starting to get back to a new normal. It was pretty busy as they were shuffling everybody through Amberton to get over to Trin, but now that they've got their second base established over there, it's I don't think Amberton's all that much different anymore.
Sounds good. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
Thanks for that info.
I'm sure you guys are going to ask more questions than we were going to role play out. So is there anything else you want to know about that event that you might be able to get from these centaurs?
Do you know if Amberton got attacked at all?
They will let you know that Amberton didn't really get attacked. They were able to fight off and close this rift quicker, or establish a perimeter around this rift quicker, partly because at this point they've done it before.
Okay.
I would ask about the Great Loss. Is that what it was called when we were in Big Stomperton?
Stomperton?
Yeah, weren't they calling it? Didn't they say something about the
the Year of Loss.
Year of Loss. I'm not sure what you're talking about. And you would know that the ogres from Stomperton were very remote.
Oh, gotcha.
So whatever is happening there is probably independent of
Okay.
Second Great Rift.
And that was about a year and a half ago, right?
So let's think of the timeline here. You guys were inside that little time void for about a year and a half. And then you arrived outside of Stomperton. When you got to Stomperton, they said they had a year of loss, but that was about a year ago. So timeline, that would have been 2 years ago to a year prior, like that year.
But the rift was a year and a half ago.
So to recap the timeline here, the year of loss would have started in Stomperton. About 6 months later was your guys' escapades fighting the god of chaos.
So wait, the year of loss happened first?
The year of loss started. So the year of loss started.
Year of loss started. Okay.
6 months later would have been when you guys got put into the time loop.
Okay.
About 6 months after that is when the year of loss would have ended.
Yes.
About 6 months after that, Trin would have fallen. And about 6 months after that, you guys would have returned.
What was...
Boy, oh boy. That's cool.
I'm just trying to think back here.
Sorry. I hate
No,
when
it's
I
fine.
I hate when I mess with time, but I also like that it brings in new elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
what... from the time that we hit the time loop to the time that Nomus died, how long was that?
So from when Nomus died to when you guys hit the time
Or
loop.
when we thought Nomus died?
Okay, so when you thought Nomus died to when you hit the time loop was probably about 2 months.
2 months, okay. Sorry, just trying
You're fine.
to fill in do some detective work here.
Do some detective work.
I feel like we're now three of us are all walking through the forest.
just thinking about
Wait,
this.
okay, so it wasn't
Trying to figure out this timeline of all
Trying
the
to just, like,
information you've heard.
figure all this stuff out. So I think I'd say something like, Kincaid, the
Woods.
last time you were in that dungeon with that general, isn't that when the world split? Like, do you feel like that god of chaos is creating these rifts? Or do you think he has something to do with this? Because I don't know if it's a coincidence that we're in there and then this happens.
I think the Tritons were teaming up with the Harbinger of Creation to take down that god who was the Was he the
Torment.
harbinger of destruction?
He was the
Or one of the...
gods of chaos. Was the god you were trying to take down with the harbinger?
and failed.
Cormet.
Yes.
Woods is
And
now
the-
like sitting on a stump because she is just very confused. And like guys, my head hurts. I don't understand any of this. I don't understand what a role we play in it, but I'm trying to figure out why we play such a big role. And there's so many pieces now. Like, why is this so hard?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I just recently found out
We
I'm
need to keep moving, though. We need to get going.
I'm really old, I found out.
You're
having
so old.
I'm having a hard time with that.
Your skin looks so good.
It's the sea salt.
Golly, it's just iridescent.
It's exfoliant.
Okay. Who's
Do you
next?
have
What's up?
a spare cloak in your bag?
Um.
So I think now that I know I'm wanted,
Yeah.
I kind of stand out a lot.
You do kind of stand out
With
a
blue
lot.
skin, there's not much I can do about that.
Yeah. I don't. And we can rifle through things. You and I are about the same size.
Yeah, I'm elf size.
Yeah. I'm like. I'm.
Or maybe when we get
6'1",
to your dad's, you can
Six-
find me a cloak.
Yeah, 6'1", 280. Yeah, I think when we get there, we can. I think we all need a fresh disguise. We can figure some things out. I need to shave my head. Like, there's a lot of things I need to do.
Yeah. Okay. I was just trying to prepare for disguise.
I think that was a good random encounter. You guys learned some information.
Yeah.
You gained an ally. They gave you information.
Albus
Perfect.
and Severus will.
Albus and
hopefully-
Severus. Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for spending the time listening to us on our podcast. It really just means a lot to us. If you are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to this channel and pass this along to your friends so we can grow our listenership as well. You should also check us out on our website at carriageresttales.com. At our website, you'll be able to access some of our additional content, such as our one-shot episodes, but you'll also be able to see some of the information on how you can get a hold of us, either through social media or email. As always, thanks again for being a listener, and don't be a stranger. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of the show. All right, that brings us up to Ryan or Nick for day
Let's
two.
go around the table.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
Nick.
Roll that D20.
Can we get something good, like deadly or
Uh,
something?
2.
Very beneficial.
Ooh, I don't know how much more beneficial we're going to get than what we just had.
We get the DM's notes.
He doesn't have
2.
any.
2 again.
Partial engagement. Please roll a 4.
4.
Yes. I feel like all day long we're just like
All
silent.
day long, you guys were like contemplating what you were just hearing, trying to
Okay.
figure it
Dusk
out.
comes.
So partial
Very beneficial.
Very beneficial. Partial engagement
At dusk.
at dusk. Okay.
You have a plan.
His fingers are
He
together.
is like, he has
I
a
don't know. I
looks
don't
like
know
he's
what I'm
got a
gonna do.
plan.
No,
Really? I
you
thought
are.
you have something.
You
No,
are
I'm
Montgomery
thinking
Burns.
about it. Like,
because I had something in mind, but you look like you got a plan.
what'd you have in mind?
I was just thinking like maybe we met, I don't know, some sort of like traveling salesman or some sort of like witch's hut or something that we got maybe some healing potion or some spells like a disguised self or some
Okay.
sort of magic or magical item or something that would be very beneficial to the things that
Yeah.
we need right now.
Yep. Okay. So we're walking along, and we'll say that we run into a it's like one of those carts, like
Like a traveling wagon.
yeah,
type of
traveling
thing.
wagon,
Traveling
and they've
merchant?
Yeah.
they've got like all these potions and
Cloaks.
like, exotic
Cloak, yeah.
You got a
Yeah.
cloak
cloaks,
for-
potions
Yeah.
for like healing, and also food.
Yeah.
Maybe some like beef liver in there.
Yeah. All the things we like.
Yeah.
all the things that you like. All right, so you happen upon this fortuitous merchant cart that is going around its way, and it's trying to get to, let's just say it's also going to Findra to deliver goods,
It's the place to
but
be.
its wheel has broken. So the axe is broken. So Vaso, you volunteer your services to help repair the wagon using your homestead background. And it takes you guys about half of a day or so So you're camping out that night with the merchant. So you're talking to him about whatever you want to talk about. We can figure that out in a second. But because you repaired his wagon so he could get on his way, he's going to give you an extreme discount on some of the goods that you want. He's not going to give it to you for free because it sounds like you guys are trying to get some really nice things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're willing to pay for it.
So what
I
do
just
you
want a cloak.
So you guys are going to have to cough up some money. We don't track money. Or if there's any items you want to trade with him, we can do that.
Look at my bag, what I got in here.
So I'm going to get, well, we're definitely going to get healing potion, right? Woods.
Yeah, we definitely, I mean, we have one healing potion left from the 4 that we got from the elves.
All right. So let's say you get 3 healing potions.
I'm going to put them in my bag.
Perfect. You get your cloak for sure. And go ahead and roll a d4, Nick, since this is your encounter.
1.
1. You're going to get 1 magic item of your choice. We'll determine that after.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so we don't have to stop recording to look through the magic item book and all that stuff.
All right, cool.
That is very beneficial.
That was
Nice.
very beneficial.
Wow.
I like it. Good roll.
So I get a cloak.
Yep. You get a cloak.
The next one we're going to roll is going to be like very not beneficial.
Yeah.
And everything's going to be
We're
stolen
gonna-
from us.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to have to fight to the death.
They're going to be like bandits.
Ryan, if you want to put the robe of useful items as that cloak, I'll let you do that.
Ooh.
I love that cloak.
What is it? What's that do?
I'll give it to you, but it's basically a patchwork cloak that's got all these patches on it. But each of the patches are like a ladder. And if you rip the patch off and throw it out, it will become a ladder. But it's a lot of just useful random items like that are patched all over the cloak.
We did it in some campaign. And was it Sean that
Was
did
it
it?
bag of holdings or something?
No, it was like
I think Sean, I did it. I had it in one campaign at one point.
I thought Sean also had this
Maybe
patch.
Sean
I
had
remember
it.
ripping. I think it was my campaign a while ago. It would have been the 5 of us because I've never not played D&D with you guys. And like Sean was ripping off patches, or maybe he was throwing out decks of cards or something.
I don't know.
But we were just like doing it at random, so we never knew what came out.
I'll get you the card for it
That's
later.
cool. Okay. Can it be like a green color?
Yeah, you're a green color.
I feel like it would complement my skin.
Well, a camouflage action, so it's just like you all just kind of blend in.
Yeah.
Communion.
Yeah. I don't know if it's skin or a cloak.
All right, is there anything you guys are going to want to try to ask this merchant while you're camping out with him for the evening?
I would say no because we're partial engagement, I guess, right?
Sure, that's me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
Want to point that out.
yeah, I feel like I'm going to just be so excited about the trinkets and things that we got. I also feel like if we're overnight camping, I think Woods is going to take the opportunity to like dive into the bag of holding and kind of clean it out a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I feel like we got some new potions now. And I, for some reason, picture the bag of holding, like there's shelves in there. So it's like organized.
So you're picturing like
Harry Potter.
no, the Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Where you
Like
like
a
walk-
city,
Oh,
yeah.
Where you walk
you
in, there's,
actually
like a little
go in there.
storage room.
Yeah. But more so just like, so I'm going to clean out my bag of holding.
All right, that's fine. Maybe that's how you helped pay for some of this stuff. Is you had like empty bottles that you're able to give to him.
Yeah, I had 3
you know,
empty
like-
potion bottles. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to barter with some of those things that are material components that he would need, So that's maybe partly how you paid for.
I gave him some like Denoa dust or something like because I'm collecting things over in Dorma. So
Yeah.
maybe I gave him a couple of those things too.
Perfect. Those would be definitely hard to find herbs and stuff that you gathered in Dorma.
Are we short resting like with the...
Yeah, it's an overnight, so it's a nice safe camp. So if you need to roll some more hit dice and you have the hit dice, you can. Or you can get your spell slots back because you're doing another short rest.
Well, I was going to see if Woods... You have a cure wounds, right? Are you fully...
I can cure wounds you, and then if we're gonna short rest to get it,
That's what I was thinking. Like, try to get some hit points back.
Yeah, I mean that's fine because I'll just use my spell slots. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, use your spell slots before you do the long rest so that you can recover the magic aspect of that.
Yeah, so I will do it. I'm comfortable casting it.
Even first level is fine, just to get something.
Yeah, I can do a second level for you. How's that sound?
Whatever you're willing to do.
When you cast a spell using a second level or higher, healing goes. So it's 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is a 5. I'll roll for you.
Thanks.
11 and 15.
Yay, I'm fully healed.
So 26.
I was just thinking, just in case I roll a deadly encounter here in a minute.
Yep, just in case. Preparing for the future.
I'm going to No, I'm not. Do you need any?
I'm good for now.
She like looks at you with her hand. You need a little magic?
I'm good.
Magic hands.
I do have the magic, the healing touch, one would say.
All right, that's it for that encounter, I guess.
All right, you ready?
D20 is
11. Easy.
nice.
And
Were you looking for deadly?
kind of partial create an enemy at dusk. Ready? No,
Oh.
at dawn.
Oh.
At
So
dawn. So the next morning, the merchant cart gets everything packed up and he leaves, and you guys go on your way, and you run into your encounter, which is a easy encounter. So you're only going to take, let's do 1d6 of damage that you can spread out to whoever you want, and then you're going to create an enemy.
Say the merchant cart guy's pissed at us for some reason. He's like, I don't know, maybe he was drunk when he gave us all those deals and he wakes up and he's sober and now he's just mad at us because he feels like we took advantage of him. I'm just kidding.
Somebody's going to try to rob us because they saw us with the merchant cart guy and
Oh.
saw that.
Like there was a
just-
guy trailing the merchant cart to rob the merchant cart guy, but
Yeah,
then we
not-
interfered.
Maybe there was a group of bandits that were following the merchant cart and thought they were getting an easy score when it busted its wheel. Then we showed up, fixed it, and now they're after us because we got all the goods from
Yeah.
the merchant cart. But they don't know who they're messing with, and we scare them off.
Yeah, so we'll say there was a couple bandit scouts, and maybe they had set the trap that had broken the wheel to start with, and they were waiting for their compatriots to arrive. And then you guys stumbled upon, fixed the cart, sent him on his way, so they confronted you, and then you guys easily dispatched one of them, but the other one slipped away. And then the rest of that day, you kind of happily start walking towards Amberton, which you will reach, we'll say probably not at dusk, but like 4 p.m.
For the sanctity of the game, you were supposed to give out 6 hit points.
Yes. So
Oh, you got to roll 6, right?
6, yeah, roll a d6.
5.
5. Who wants to take, or how do you want to divvy up the 5 damage?
I'll take a couple.
I can take a couple.
I'll take one.
I'll
right.
take 2.
2, 2, 1.
After you did all that work healing me up.
You guys start approaching Amberton.
Oh, by the way, I did give my dad a name
Oh, did
on
you?
my application, but it's not.
Forever.
It's not Clyde.
It's not
What do
Clyde.
you call him?
Besides Dad.
Verdon.
Vernon?
Verdon.
Verdon?
Verdon.
Verdon Clyde.
Verdon the Zen.
Verdon the Zen.
Yeah.
Well, that's maybe.
No, we're not going back and editing it all. the
Maybe
time.
Clyde is his official name.
Yeah.
And this is his name he got on the street, like his call
Oh,
name.
actually, he does have 2 different names. I forgot about that. Yeah, Clyde was the name of your dad in the Order of Light. It was Clyde and Aurora. But he did go by a different name that you knew him as, which was
Verdon
Verdon.
the Zen.
I just pictured the Swedish chef. I'm like, Verdun. Verdun.
The Glutefish?
All right, I got Amberton written down as it is. Amberton is the city of the orcs. It's their capital. They are known for woodworking and maple syrup.
Duh.
And they have the lumberjack games every year is their big attraction. But Vaso here ran one of the largest farms with his father to help supply the city.
Stern Ranch.
Yep.
So other than that, Vaso, what do you want to describe in the city as you guys appear? What do you remember of Amberton?
I mean, I guess comparison, it's pretty big. There's about 8,400 people there.
Well, that's a big town.
That's a huge town.
Yeah. It's
Full of
run.
orcs.
It's run by the Amberton Council. They have like 6 councilmen and women.
Very progressive.
Yeah.
Orcs.
The head councilman's name is Belor the Beast.
Belor the Beast.
Yep. He is huge. Like he's just gigantic, and you know, he's the scariest looking of all the councilmen and women.
I love this.
And that that's why he's the head guy. Let's see, what else do I want to share?
What would Vaso? This is all Vaso sharing on the way there.
I said,
Yep.
so
Oh,
during,
by the way,
during
by the
this,
way.
was it, excuse me, do I get if everyone is like, what are you, Vaso the what? Like everyone has
I'm
some
the-
sort of title.
I'm Vaso, the farmer's son.
Oh, we just always thought you were just telling people you were a farmer's son. We didn't know that was your official title.
That's my name.
It's not a title, it's just your name.
So your
Yeah,
last
well, yeah,
name is
that's my-
Farmerson?
No,
Oh, God.
So,
no, like that's our like
Your titles.
like our nickname. Like
your title.
yeah.
Yeah. Do I get one if I go there?
Well, you kind of have to.
Woods the snacker?
You kind of have to be.
Woods the
From
snacker.
there.
But I know
I
you.
mean, we can call you Woods the Snacker. That's fine.
I don't know. I don't know if I want something cooler. What would you be?
Don't drag me into this.
Kincaid the Shadow. Wait.
Kincaid the
In a former life, I was Kincaid the General. So,
yeah, you would be Kincaid the General.
but I don't want to be known as that right now. So, I'm just wearing my cloak, head down.
Yeah, there's.
Are there order members in your town?
Yes.
well, it sounds like
Yes.
there's going to be more because the town over.
Your big bad dude's not an order member, is he? The head councilman?
How does the
No.
Okay,
no.
good.
your dad's feeling?
That's completely separate.
Okay.
Your
No.
dad's feelings of discontentment towards the order, is that a consensus among the town?
It would not be.
I felt like also it was a very big sentence for Woods.
Yeah. So when I was there were 10 members of the order there in the city.
That's big. I mean, the city I grew up in didn't even have one because I grew up in doesn't matter.
I mean, there were, we had 8,000 people there, so,
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And who, we call your dad Verdon, Clyde,
Verdon,
Mr. Stern.
Verdon, the Zen Stern.
Can I just call him Mr. Zen? The Zen?
Just call him
Verdon the Farmer.
Verdon. Just call him Verdon.
I'm gonna give one of those
Vasso's
like
father?
I'm gonna give one of those like, hey you.
Oh my god, it's so great to meet Vasso's
There you
dad.
go.
How would you like to be addressed, sir?
The farmer's son's father.
You can call him Mr. Stern.
He would be actually just the farmer. If you're the farmer's son,
Okay, yeah.
he
call
would
him-
just be the farmer. Mr. Farmer. Son Vernon.
Sure.
Are we then farmer friends?
Sure.
I feel like at this point, Woods is going to just wrap her arm around your neck and be like, I feel like you're nervous. Have we made you more
I am.
nervous?
Yes, I am very nervous.
We can't
Because
tell.
it did not end well when I
Okay,
left. So
so serious, and she's gonna stop the guys. Can we park it and pull over and find a rock? Can we talk about what we're walking into with your dad? Like, you want to fill us in on the conversation you had? 'Cause
yeah, so
that might be helpful.
So my dad, he raised me to be a nonviolent person. He, that's why he has the largest farm, because he doesn't believe in hunting.
Okay.
So he believes in growing food and eating that food, like not actually hunting down animals. Like he wants absolutely no violence at all.
So he's like,
So,
doesn't
and-
eat meat.
No, he doesn't eat meat.
Okay.
So when I left for the order, that's a violent path. That's a violent career. So he was very against that. And later I found out that my mom, his wife, was also in the order and was killed in car hang. So he resents the order, and he didn't want me to go to the order. And I learned that after I left. So
Did you know he was in the order before you went in?
I did not.
Is he a deserter? Can you leave the order?
Yeah, you can
Obviously,
leave the order.
because he's wanted for it as a deserter.
Yeah, but he's a deserter. But can you
Yes, you-
officially withdraw from the order?
Yes, you can officially retire or leave the order.
Okay. So I'm assuming, did you end in a fight? Are you are we walking into a situation where you guys are gonna start screaming at each other, or is it gonna be passive aggressive? Like, give us the.
To be honest with you, I don't know. Because
Okay.
we had an argument. I told him I was leaving, and then I left early the next morning without saying goodbye.
Oh, you Irish goodbye him.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Actually, he orc goodbye him.
Or goodbye him. An
Well-
Irish goodbye is when you just leave.
So do you need to put away your big axe there if you're going to talk to him? Like,
I think
Or
we can
just-
just carry it, but not I'll strap it to my back.
What about that? And she points to your wrist, your shadow blade.
It's like, yeah, I still haven't figured out how I got this thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it off because, I mean, I made a knife come out, and we don't need that around
Okay.
my dad. So.
I didn't know it came off. I thought it was like embedded in your skin.
No, it can come off. It's a little cuff that he can take on and off.
Yep. So I'll take it
For
off.
those of
and-
you listening at home, Nick is physically taking it off his wrist.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yes,
Good
I am.
job.
He's
It
did
was
about
good.
6 times already, so it is absolutely not on his wrist anymore.
All right, so you guys are walking through Amberton up to the largest farm. I need everybody to make a perception check.
Is this like walking up into Yellowstone? You don't watch Yellowstone.
I do
oh,
not.
the big ranch.
Yeah.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
I got a 23.
13.
13,
I can't math. 23.
23, 23, and a 13. Vaso, you aren't going to notice this because you're just so caught up in seeing your hometown again. It's bringing back lots of memories, so you're just kind of in that nostalgia. Vaso, Woods,
Names are hard.
Woods and Kincaid, you guys notice that there are Order of Light members that are kind of walking around. But what is weird to you is that normally Order of Light members travel in a set of 3. But right now you're seeing an Order of Light member leading what looks like 2 other civilians in armor. You would put them more like the idea of like a foot soldier.
Huh.
So you see a couple different groups of the Order of Light, and each one of them is 1 Order of Light and 2 foot soldiers.
Are they like just perusing, or does it feel like they are actively like on a mission, doing like perimeter checks of the city, looking for things?
You can see that they are actively looking around. They're talking to people randomly, but they are constantly moving, and you see them kind of having their head not necessarily on a swivel, but they are looking around at the environments that are around them.
Is there a back way to your farm? Like dodging all these order
Vaso,
members?
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Yeah.
A lot more than
they're-
10 order members around here.
Huh?
You said there was like 10 order members when
Yeah, I
you
don't
left?
think it's
Yeah,
the same.
that's what it was when I left here like 2 years ago. And then I'll be like, here, let's go this way. We're gonna take like a secret
like 2.5
halfway.
years ago.
pathway.
All right,
That I know.
go ahead and roll a history check.
11. Yeah, we're gonna take this secret path
Yeah,
that I know.
I just,
The
yeah.
super secret one that I know.
13.
So with your 13, you try to duck down this super secret path that you know, but it ends up being blocked by some like crates and stuff like that. But with your 13 roll, you are able to redirect and get back on that secret path. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and everybody roll a perception check.
24.
12.
14.
So with the 24, Woods, you're a little still suspicious of everything. So you notice that you think you might have been seen by one of the foot soldiers, because you see them kind of glance at you, and then they kind of stop, and you see them pull out a little
Deck
deck of cards, and they start flipping through them. But then you quickly like turn around the corner and kind of tell everyone like, hey, speed up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do that. And can we like stealth our way back?
Sure, go ahead and roll stealth.
Yeah, my hood's up.
I assumed your hood was
Yeah,
up
it was-
right
I rolled
away.
I rolled a natty 20.
Perfect.
18.
18, and
And what? Did you roll a 1?
he did roll a 1.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to say that as you guys are trying to stealth through this, you are Woods. You're like grab like a branch and you're like dusting out your trail behind you guys. And then Kincaid, you're like, what are you doing? And then you turn around and you walk straight into another foot soldier. And like he looks up at you, and he doesn't have to look through the cards to see the Triton hood that kind of fell off your head. And he starts to freak out a little bit, but he is too stunned at what he's seeing to really react at first. So you guys can do what you want with that information. The guy kind of fell on the ground. He's by himself. He's definitely recognized Kincaid, but he hasn't alerted anybody yet because he's kind of in shock.
Can you knock this guy out?
Yeah, is there anything? I want to hit him on the head with something.
There's plenty of stuff. You guys have everything on you also.
I don't want to like kill him. I just want to knock him out.
Okay.
I want to like knock him unconscious.
Non-lethal damage.
Yeah, non-lethal damage.
That's,
And he's by himself, right?
What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking I could just take the butt end of my trident and just
Pop him in the back.
pop
of
him
the
on the head while he's
Yeah.
down there. Just knock him out.
All right, go ahead and just roll a attack just to see. You can have advantage on it because he is, as I said, kind of in shock and surprised.
Yeah, let the sorcerer
Well, you're the one that's right next to
I
him. 'cause
know,
you
I
just
know.
bumped into him.
double 8s.
Double 8s plus your strength is
0.
0, and you are proficient with your trident. So,
I think you gave me a +2 for spell casting.
for the trident. Okay, so yeah, so we'll say that you're able to hit him, but he's not quite out all the way. But you definitely hit him, and he starts to get a little bit of blood just from the butt of it, and he kind of gets a little woozy, and then you step out of the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in with the butt of my rapier, like the handle part of
Yep.
it, and just like smack him on the head.
So same thing. You can roll with advantage as well.
19 plus. So he drops to the ground.
That knocks him out the rest of the way.
I'm gonna reach in my bag and get the beer that we traded for,
Okay.
and I'm going to take one of them and douse him in beer,
good
and
call.
I'm gonna put the other one kind of in his hand. So my thought process is when he gets up and he goes to tell people, he's gonna reek of alcohol, and it's gonna look like he fell and he's delusional
All right, I like it.
to cover it up.
I'm going to give you inspiration for that.
Wow.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, sweet.
Does this foot soldier have anything on him?
He has the deck of cards on him.
I'm going
And-
to take the deck of cards.
Okay. He has a whistle on him, like a
Let's take that.
Yeah, I'm taking the whistle.
alert whistle.
Do
And-
I recognize this kid or foot soldier?
Oh, would you recognize him? Yes. I'm going to say because it's your hometown. You recognize him and you know that he is not an Order of Light person.
So his name at Basso is actually like after you guys knock him out. I am going to walk up to him and I'm going to recognize him. His name is Shagdub. He was one of my bullies.
Oh no!
So we did you a favor.
Yes, you did.
Did you just kick him just for fun?
Yeah.
Right in the
Pee
ribs?
on him. Do it.
Stop.
Pee on him.
No, we don't condone unnecessarily violence.
Yeah. But yeah,
Shagdub.
Shagdub.
All right, and then we scoot out of there. We stealth, no track. So maybe we break some. It looks like he just like fell, sprinkle a piece of like wood or something on his cut. So it looks like he just knocked into a crate.
Yeah, fell into a crate
Yeah,
or
complete
a wall
backstory.
or
Yeah.
something. I like it. And you're able to successfully evade the rest of that encounter, and you get up to a large ranch that you see off into the distance.
Ah, looks like the bard has done it again. What a splendid crowd y'all have been. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master of Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.